How did I become interested in natural remedies? I grew up as a fifth generation Australian with Scottish descent. Growing up, if we got sick, we went to the doctor. He gave us a tablet or a liquid, which we would take 3 times a day, and we just grew up thinking if you get sick, you go to the doctor. He gives you a tablet and then you get better. Of course, as a teenager, you're rarely sick. The only time I really got sick as a child is I'd get bronchitis. And Mum would take me to the doctor, I'd get this medicine and I'd be better in a week. So I never thought about it much. I grew up thinking the only bread in the world was white bread. Everyone I knew ate white bread. We had white bread, butter, we had cereal for breakfast and some toast and white bread sandwiches for lunch and chops or sausages, mashed potato, frozen peas or beans every night of the week, roast lamb on Sunday. I thought everyone in the world ate like that. And then when I was about 18, my boyfriend at the time, he had a friend who was a vegetarian. I'd never heard of a vegetarian. We went out to restaurants that were vegetarian restaurants. Then I discovered spinach. I discovered wholemeal bread. I discovered wholemeal pastry. I discovered things like cauliflower and broccoli. I'd never, ever tasted such vegetables. And as I began to look at this, and I guess every young person may go through this, that everything their parents taught them was wrong and they're going, they know a better way. So I became a vegetarian. I remember my dad laughed. He said, "You won't last long. I'm one of 5 children. There's my brother, then me, and 3 younger children, or 3 younger sisters that I had." I was hairdressing at the time. My mother became very sick. She developed rheumatoid arthritis. She was a cripple in a wheelchair. And I was asked by my father to come and look after my mum. My 2 younger sisters were still at school. He said, "If you look after Mum and get the girls off to school," and he had a Shell service station, you call a gas station here in the US. He said, "And you can work for 2 hours every morning, pumping gas, so to speak." So I said, "Yeah, I'll do that." I was up for the challenge. I was a bit bored, so at night I did a course at university on psychology. I was very interested in psychology, what makes the mind tick. And I was quite enjoying looking after Mum. My girls got older, my sisters got a little bit older, they went to college and Dad didn't need me so much anymore. So I decided to apply for psychiatric nursing. I liked the nursing, I liked the psychology. So I went into psychiatric nursing. When I went into psychiatric nursing, I got into a lifestyle there, which a lot of other nurses were, which was a lot of partying, a lot of alcohol and also some drugs. Meanwhile, Mum was getting sicker and sicker. She was quite deformed by now. Her hands were like this, and when you're young, I guess you don't like it, but you don't think much about it. And then I fell in love with another psych nurse, and we started to live together. I was not a Christian at this stage. And when we'd been living together for a while, we decided to have a baby. We've been living together 2 years, I think, when I gave birth to my first child, Emma. And she was preemie. And so I had to have a lot of intervention. I was beginning to look at the hippie lifestyle, the back to nature lifestyle. We were living as vegetarians. I had still on and off remained a vegetarian. We moved to the country. We moved to the country when little Emma, I think she was 5 weeks old when I got her home. I expressed every day because I desperately wanted to breastfeed her because I thought it was the best for babies. We moved when Emma was 6 weeks old. We moved to a little country town. My partner was able to do psych nursing at a hospital there. There's a place called Morisset, which was near Cooranbong. We hadn't been there but a few days. Little Emma had a cold, and I'd been to the doctor, who put her on antibiotics. But after she'd been on a course of antibiotics, I didn't see much difference. And one night she went blue in the middle of the night. She coughed and coughed and coughed. And